What's going on? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. I did the video, but I didn't like how I did it. So now we're starting with Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War. This has been a great series though thus far. Remember I told you guys about so basically I didn't tell you guys about, let me see where I left off. I left off inspiration. What? They be adding stuff to YouTube that they don't need to add. It's like, what are we doing? Now, okay, that was 5, 6, or 7. I did 5, 6, and 7. Right, okay. Okay, now 8, 9, and 10 of Bleach. Basically on Baby Hold Your Hand, you basically had Kenpachi and Mayuri's group. They advanced through the Veer as to reach Warwelt, which is the world that your watch created. But they're stopped by Pernita. Kenpachi tried to overpower him, but Pernita used its power to infiltrate his body, control his nerves, try to destroy him from the inside. However, Mayuri saw this, countered it. Then you got them in the standoff. They were in their standoff. Then, of course, you had, of course, what happened at first is that Urahara was going against Kiyaraku, the guy that was snipering people down. He used the shadow to make it seem like he was still there and almost take his whole dome off. And they had their fight. Their fight was going back and forth, where Kiyaraku was able to transform. These Quincy's, now they could transform to another level because of your watch giving them that power. So once he got that power, like whenever he get touched or cut, you can't do it the same way. So he was able to cut him and hurt him. But Urahara, or I call him Kitsuki basically used his Bankai, which is, his power is children's game. He used children games to take you out. That's his Bankai. And then that's not his Bankai, that's his first form. And then his Bankai basically puts you in a deep water thing, like a deep abyss, where him and that person will pass away. And his Bankai is a woman. She was about to take him out. They had their little flirting thing. They were able to drag Kiyaraku to the bottom of the whole thing. And then, of course, we saw Baby Hold Your Hand 2, which was the continuation from episode 8. Episode 9 was his own episode with Kiski taking out Kyoraku, which was done eloquently well. That is a great episode. If you have a chance, watch that again. I'm gonna try to watch it again today. I love how that was laid out. Kiski's always been my favorite one of my favorites, because he had a mystery about himself, and he was a pimp. I don't care what anybody tell me. Kiski was a pimp. And in episode 10, Mayuri thought he won the battle by having his Bankai eat up the left arm of the Soul King, because if the Soul King basically touch you with his veins or his blood thing, then it takes over your body, your nerves, and also could put its own nerves around the ground. So if you walk and touch it, it can infiltrate your body, destroy you. So he's the Soul King's left arm. So Nemu was ignoring Mayuri's orders, and she was jumping into stuff, and he was getting pissed off. Like, he was trying to figure out, like, why was she doing this? And she said, because, I love you, and, you created me. This is what I'm supposed to do. He realized that the brain that he put in Nemu was so advanced. When Nemu broke through the thing and destroyed Pernita rearranged and then just blew her apart from the end, just destroyed her. However, he took the brain from him. Because he did that, Pernita kept growing too fast where he couldn't control it. If he had her brain, he could control it, but he couldn't. So he blew up, but managed to twist his legs. He still was able to get attached his legs, so that's when he fell. And that's when you had Kenpachi's two his guys come and pick him up. They were able to get him. They came and picked him up, took him to where his Sagaya was at, and Rigeku. They were in this little hyperbolical chamber where it was healing their body. They're healed now, and then they put Kenpachi, and it takes a lot of years off your life, but it saves you. And then it put himself in there. He was in there with the brain of Nemu. He went, like, you saw him underwater. It seemed like, in Nemu coming to join him again while his body heals. The same as Kenpachi. Kenpachi was put in there too, so his body could heal and they could get ready for the final showdown. But Nemu's sacrifice really helped him. And now that he kept the brain, he could just grow another Nemu. But it showed that he actually cared about Nemu. But he didn't. He only cared about the brain because he could create it, like it worked. Something he'd been working on finally worked. Now we're going to see Hizagaya and Rageku get busy. They're going to get busy. Let's see. Hold on. Dang. So yeah, so Pernita destroyed Jizzo and barrages Mayuri with a nerve infused arrows. Nemu intervenes, sacrificing her arm to save Mayuri, who berates her growing independence. So, and then Hisagaya and Ragiku were at the end. Yeah, so Hisagaya is back. So that's cool. Hisagaya is coming back with Ragiku. He thanked Mayuri. Mayuri was like real shocked, like, okay, whatever. Alright, now that happened, Okay, here we go. Yeah, so yeah, basically, so you had at the end where Baz B saw Hashwolf. He tried to attack him because he spawned on Ishida. The reason he spawned on Ishida is because he believed Ishida let Ichigo go because he could have destroyed Ichigo, but it's like he wasn't trying to. And he doesn't trust him. He still thinks that he has a connection to Ichigo. And of course, he's a guy, Rangiku, Kenzie, and Roll. They all have been de-zombified. So he instructs them to find his body container when Yumichika and Ikaku saved him. So they put him and Kenpachi in there. They're going to do what they do. Now Giselle and Elato reach Yawatch Keep, where the Legion of Sodaten stand in their way. So Giselle summons the zombified Meninas, Candace, and Bambietta. Meanwhile, Hashwolf is attacked by Basby. So we're going to get that. So this was episode, let me see. 8, yeah, because I did 5, 6, 7. So this was 8, 9, and 10. So 8, 9, and 10. We got 3 more episodes left. Okay, we got 3 more. And we'll be all right. We will be all right. So 8, 9, and 10. That was the review of that. I give it 4 stars out of 4. Bleach is destroying it right now. So if you're not a Bleach fan, what are you doing? You need to get into this. So I give it 4 stars out of 4. Now, next, we have Cobra Kai Season 6. Now, so, now, 10 episodes have came out. The first 5 were in July. I watched all of them. The first 5, this is the last season. The first 5, of course, you know, we had the peacetime in the valley. You know, Johnny, Daniel's son, and Chosen were going back and forth. They were going back and forth. Hold on. So, Daniel's son, Chosen, and Johnny are getting into it because they're trying to run it a certain way. Johnny wants to teach his style, and they want to teach theirs, so compromise had to go along with it. Then, of course, he's trying to figure out how to manage in an apartment with his soon-to-be wife, her mother, Miguel. Robbie is finally back in the picture, and now they got a newborn kid on the way. So he's trying to figure out how to balance all of this out. And of course, it was a leak that happened where they didn't know how they were going to fix it, how they were going to get it done. Miguel overheard them, so you know, Miguel was like, man, you know, he's trying to find a way to get, you know, find a way to help the family out. He doesn't want to, you know, Miguel don't want to put pressure on his family. He don't want to put pressure on Johnny because Johnny has done so much for him. So now Kreese has gone over to see his old sensei, where his old sensei sent him on a journey to find oneself, which he did. He destroyed the Johnny, figuratively just unalived him so he don't have any more soft spots for him. And he got this one kid who is wild. To me, should have never been in the fight at all. He's too hot-headed. He's way beyond Johnny's hot-headedness. Johnny had sense. This guy ain't had no sense. He just was angry. Like, angry all the time. He hated this one student because the teacher, she kept giving him all the love. And she was right. Because he had a clearer head. He was a better leader. Wasn't a better fighter, but he was a better leader. He knew what needed to be done. He knew how to help everybody. Whereas this guy was hot-headed. He just wanted to show he was the best. And if he loses, he's a sore loser. He's a spoiled brat. So that's what happened. Kreese got through his training where he went head-to-head with a cobra, a white cobra that bit him. He was able to overcome that. Got the troops together, played mind games, got the guy who was the best fighter out there. Then they only could pick 6 people. They have the preliminaries. They brought in the one guy in there. Can't think of his name. They brought him in for him to pick. He picked his people. Evan, which is the Asian chick, she cheated and gave Kenny some laxatives, which he went viral because LaRusso's son is a big punk. He been picking on the kid forever and posted it, hurt the kid feelings. You had in the beginning Robbie trying to make up with Kenny, but his brother Sean was in the way. Sean, didn't like the teachings until it grew on them when they all fought one another. Usually they pick the people who can fight, who can really fight. And Devin should have never went over there, but when she went, she was getting ass whooped every round. Then they found out Tori's mom passed away. Tori wasn't right. She was trying to fight. She was going to Sam. She seriously was going to hurt Sam. They broke it up. She felt like they're picking Sam, trying to protect her, and that wasn't it. They just wanted her to fight better, and they don't want to go too far. Because if she would have gone too far, and let's say she hurt Sam beyond repair, that would eat her alive. So she got mad thinking that they were picking her side because it's their daughter and all that, which wasn't the case. Johnny didn't make it no better. And then him and Daniel's son, Daniel, punched him in the face. And he said, when we get over there and we're done, I'm through with you. Blase, swaze, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever. Now, Daniel's son basically found out Mr. Miyagi was a thug. And he accidentally unalived somebody. Terry Silver shows up, which was a great entrance by him, by the way. Set Danny LaRusso up to get beat up, so his team will lose without him there. Basically, he's been looking for Mr. Miyagi because he's trying to figure out why he did this, who he was helping, things like that. And he got himself caught up in a bind. So once he got caught in the bind, it was over. Because Kenny could come over. He had to go through his little thing with LaRusso's son. And then Sam was about to get Miguel messed up. Miguel and Johnny had to ride back to America to make sure Carmen was okay because Carmen was having bad contractions and stuff. They thought they were going to lose the baby. So, glad for them they didn't. They were able to get through it. They head back. Then they got to be bad news about stuff. So, that's what happened. Then they fought. Miguel was going at Robbie, telling the man, like, dog, you got to fight better. You say you a leader, you're not being one. You got to toughen up. And I love the dynamic this season with Robbie and Miguel. I felt it was genuine. I felt everything was cool. Now, when he beat Miguel fair and square, finally, everybody felt like Miguel should have been the leader because Miguel's a leader. He's the best fighter and he's a leader. Whereas the other guy on Cobra Kai, so they ain't really like all that. So it is what it is. I love the relationship Robbie had with Miguel because it's been a rivalry where it was love and hate. I mean, what it was, hate, excuse me, no love. And then once Johnny got his shit together, he started bringing Robbie under his wing. And having Robbie there with Miguel is great. The only thing I didn't like was they waited till later to add Kenny. You know, because remember he got cheated when the Asian chick, Devin or Evan, whatever her name is, put laxatives down his own water. Got him messed up. But other than that, it's like whatever. But them two gathered a great relationship. Sam almost got Miguel beat up because she over here flirting with the big tall Russian guy. And then all of a sudden she went to act brand new like the victim. Like, I hate Sam's character. Like, I wish we could have done without her this season. But you needed the storyline. Because everybody loved Tori. Everybody feel Tori is better than Sam. Because even without that infraction where the opponent illegally like lost and it was given to her, you know, the opponent was whooping her ass, which was Tori. So I don't know. You know, I don't like her for Miguel. It's like, you know, you got a man at home. Why are you entertaining this guy? You made the guy look stupid. Now you trying to ignore the guy. And then you had to tell Miguel what happened. And Miguel just shook his head like, oh, God, I swear. You know? Because, now, when they fought in the melee at the end, the dude from Cobra Kai, the hothead, he accidentally unalive himself fighting. So that's we don't know what's gonna happen the next time you see me. You know, they might try to do some changing. You know. So we'll see. They say so, but I don't know. So exactly. So that's how I look at it. Miguel was the standout. Johnny, whenever he would have trouble, Miguel would show him which way to do, which way to go, things like that. So, you know. But episode 10, I think after this, I think what they're going to do is they're probably going to postpone the fight or whatever and set up at another date or something. But, you know, it is what it is. But, you know. So, you know how it is. Now, Mr. Miyagi thing, you know, Danielson was looking, found some things, and was done, which I'm glad they didn't drag the Mr. Miyagi stuff on. What people fail to realize is that sometimes you gotta think ahead, you gotta see stuff, trying to see some patterns. But like I said, Daniel and Johnny finally coexisted and they were able to help each other out. So we'll see, you know. But just I don't like Sam. You know, they could have done without a few players this year. You know? So you know how it is. Now, but I believe that so far I give it 3.5 out of 4 stars. The half is coming with Sam. Then, of course, Terry Silver shows up. He's supplying another dojo that's going against Creases and, of course, the American Waterfalls. I mean, not American Waterfalls, but you know what I mean. Now, the next one we have is Creature Commandos. Like, I don't know. It starts off a little slow, but then it picks up some more, and it takes you on a ride. Now, now, it's pretty good. Um, you know, it's cool. Especially they got Rick Flag Sr. Remember his son passed away on the Suicide Squad, you know, when he was fighting with John Cena's character at the end. That was Flag's son. So he took over and he's been given this button where instead of their brain exploding, it just electrocutes them. So, you know. So, you know. But it's basically got the squad. They gotta go protect they gotta go protect the princess. Flag Senior ends up getting in the sack with her. At first he curved her, then he got in the sack with her. Dr. Phosphate tried to take him out, take the control. He was able to get past that. He ended up knocking down the princess or who's about to be a queen. He headed out looking for his girl, another girl. You know, they left, which was so dumb. They left, but hey. But they were found by the little sorceress chick. So, you know, that's just how I go. But they were able to find Nina and the bride, and we got the bride's backstory where she was created to be with Frankenstein. Now, the real story is Frankenstein was the doctor, but in this scenario, Frankenstein is the monster. So he created the bride for him, and then he ended up sleeping with the bride. He was knocking her down, and that's when the that's when what's his name? Dang, what's his name? That's when Frankenstein just took out the doctor, unalived him, and him and the bride been battling ever since. So we gotta watch out for that too. Now, then they showed the robot guy, the GI robot. He's so engulfed with Nazis, he'll hurt anybody. And they showed his backstory in episode 3, which was cool. And then we got to see our first two Hookah Hoop. You know. So, you know. That's how it was. But next episode, they're gonna go back to the castle, try to save somebody. And we'll probably get the backstory of Flag or somebody. But it's a good show. Give it 3.5 out of 4 stars. It's pretty good. It surprised me. And the writing is awesome. Awesome, I tell you. So, you know. And we got to see Viola Davis. She's playing, of course, everybody knows, Amanda Waller. Doing a fantastic job. Love the job she does. What else? The next one, and out of Creature Commandos, you know, I give it 3.5 out of 4 stars. You know, everything is good. The backstories, the character development. They're not just throwing everything out there. They're going at a pace, which I love to see. So I get that 3.5, 4 stars. The episode just started. So what's the name? Now the Skeleton Crew. The Skeleton Crew was dope. I loved it. This is what people don't understand. When you make a series, you need to watch that what's his name? You know, so on here, you know, the Skeleton Crew, like the youngest kid, which is played by which is Wim. Wim, you know, his dad basically wants him to get his stuff together, you know, finish school and do things like that. And he's just bored. He wants adventure. He wants to go see. And I feel like if his dad would have paid a little more attention to him, you would have never had anything happen. But you know, he picked a great cast, so hopefully it works. And then of course he missed the bus and was trying to get to school and fell in the ditch and found basically looked like a Jedi temple, but it was a ship. And he told the one girl, then she brought her friend with the goggles, KB. She brought KB with her. Her name is Fern. So Fern brought KB with her. KB basically was there by her side. You know, it is what it is. But like I said, when they went back, they took off. They're in space. They had to watch pirates. You know, they were gullible at times, but I mean, it's okay. You know, it's okay. To me, it's gonna pick up. The first episode was okay. Second and the third was awesome. You know, those were awesome. So that's what happened. But Jude Law is playing the hell out of his part. He's playing John Nawood, and he's basically a Jedi. They think he's a Jedi. Fern and KB don't trust him. So it is what it is. They just got to go through it. They just have to go through it. Now his dad knows his BS. But none of this would have happened if the dad paid attention to Wim. Now Wim is out of there, so they went to this place, got locked up. The guy used the Force. They think he's a Jedi when he's not, I believe. I just believe he got a strong foundation and can shoot. It is what it is. But he didn't show any love to Wim. And to me, I thought he should have. But the Skeleton Crew is good, solid, 3 stars out of 4. I give it 3 out of 4 because it's okay. It's not the greatest ever, but it's okay. So you know how it is. But Skeleton Crew, I like it because it gives that Mandalorian feel, that Rogue One feel. Like, this is how you do it. Like, let people cook, move out the way. And that's what I love about it. But, yeah. That's all I got. I give it 3 out of 4. Again, I give, what was the first one? I give Bleach 8, 9, and 10. I give those 4 stars. I give Cobra Kai season 6. Trying to think. Like, it's so good in that it gives you that feel. That nice, okay, I feel where this is going type of feel. Like, okay, I rock with this. And it takes some time. Sometimes people got to understand you got to build something first. So that was dope. So that's how I look at it. But the chick with the goggles, man, she be saving them. You know what I'm saying? So she's able to read the machines and regurgitate it back out what she found out. They, of course, went to this pirate place where they were all captured, thrown in jail. They escaped. Now they're on the run trying to get back home after they found out some secrets about it. So, it is what it is. So you know how that is. But I mean, I love it. I love where it's going. I feel it's going to be good. We're exploring new worlds. We're exploring things. So let me know in the comment section what you think about the 4 shows. Thank y'all for listening. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new here, hit that bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if y'all want to donate, y'all can super chat, super thanks, or via Cashapp, via Dale. You can find that in the description box. And we're on the Patreon. You need to hop on that. Plus, we got, that's what we got. So let me know, guys, what you guys like. If you loved it or not, tell me your assessment. I'm out. Deezy.